So I got this question on Instagram about how to detab your CNC parts without taking them off and doing it yourself. We like to have the robot do all the things so that we don't have to do it. Often it's more precise, and also we can do other things. I use Fusion for basically all of our programming. The way I've got this set up, it's a nested file with, we can only fit 7 of these parts on the sheet based on the customer's requirements. We do reuse the back half. But anyway, we got some drilling operations, and we've got some holes that are bored out with a 23375C, which is a tool of ours. So here's that compression cutter, and it's interesting in that it's got chip breakers in it, so that allows it to cut a little faster. 7 strips, and we cut the profiles, and what you're really looking for here out of all these things is we're cutting the strips as we're going. We've selected our chains, we're doing them in order, so we go left, and then we move to the center, and then we start back on the right and move back to the center. We do that because vacuum is best in the center of a sheet. For our machine, probably most machines, you lose, it bleeds off towards the sides. Just depends on how your plenum's all set up. Then we add tabs. So I've got 24 tabs, or basically between each part, we've got tabs that allows to stay together and not split apart, because we're cutting full slot right through all of it, and we don't want any of that to move in the middle of cutting. So you get to the end, and normally you have to cut those apart, break them apart, take them off the machine, put them on a router table. That's a whole separate process that we can do, but when we can, we detab the parts on the machine. Often I either duplicate that operation or just create a new one. Duplicating's the easiest for me, and then I rename it, edit it, and I clear all the selections. So what I'm doing in each of these selections to replicate this is, I'll make another one. So this is demo. I did Command D there on a Mac, edit, don't any selections. I need to know where all my tabs were. So you can kind of show those by turning on the little eyeball here on profile. So you can kind of see where they go up and down. I wish it was a little more visible, but that's where it is all the way across. Choose my contours by holding Option on a Mac. I also have turned on preserve order. So it preserves the order of how I select these. That's key for it to be somewhat efficient here. It's not always that smart. So I'm going to go through and select all of those kind of one by the other, how you want it to progress. Behind my face here, the arrows are showing which way the cutter is moving. We're still cutting in a right direction here. And the other key here is we set a little radial stock to leave. So I have somewhere between 5 and 10 thousandths, just how tight your machine can be. That's kind of what's going to be the remainder of your tab when you're done, what you accept. If you do 0, you're probably going to skim the whole part. You can crank up the cutting speed in this case if you can go faster. Just leaving it at the speed that we cut at is we want to reduce the length of the cut. So if I just push OK here, you're going to see, we'll go up here to simulate. The little guy's in the way. So I push play, we're doing the profile. And if I jump to the trim demo, you're going to see it starts all the way at the bottom and starts cutting on its way back up and cuts that tab off. Goes all the way to the top. See the tiny little turn at the end there. And it's going to jump over and start cutting back. And that's why we do preserve order. We cut off that whole tab, but we can do better. So if the tabs are only one in the center, we only want to cut that little bit on the remainder to cut out that time. That's really easy to change. I'll show you how we do it in the tabs that I actually used. So I go into here, and since they're slightly different, for some reason the tabs aren't in the right spots for it to be equivalent, but you can shift select all of these if they were. So let's say there were 4 inches from the end on either side. Align extensions when I right click, and you get a start and an end extension offset. So you can see where I've shifted back. It normally is at 0 when you open it up, but if I say -6, I move in from that segment end and start 6 inches. And that means we don't have to cut as much dead air. You can go as far as, that's only one side. So we can go 10 on either side. And we really shift those in. If I push OK, simulate. I've now moved it too far in on one end because I have the tab pretty far down. Y negative side. So it's not even getting to it. It's stopping before it gets there, which is fine. It's just a good example. All right, here we go. So the parts look like this, and we machine them in strips. There we go. 540 inches a minute. I don't think we go faster, but it's really reliable. one reliability. You tell as it pauses to go over the little humps of the tabs. There. Detab. So we're running just down each side. There's a few thousandths step over, so we're not cutting the same edge again. You gotta have a pretty tight, repeatable machine to do this. Otherwise, you're gonna either hit the part or not get a nice clean edge. After that, we just trim off the drop in the back, which is a kind of cool trick in itself. Just another operation. You can do so much with 2D contours where I've selected an open chain, which is the same idea. You alt select one of these items where it's going across an X, and then I had it extend to boundary, which just means it goes to the edge of the sheet. And so it'll go all the way out and cut all the way across no matter what's in its way. So it will cut through other parts. So you kind of got to choose the right thing. You can also make a sketch and do that with the same idea. And then I have a little more radial stock to leave because I don't want it to be right up next to my parts. And so it cuts a little bit further into the stock, but we get a nice clean drop in the end, which is nice. Hope that was helpful.